Alright, let's look at the homework 3.1, problem number 6. Alright, so let's find the critical numbers. Alright, so first thing I would do is I'm going to rewrite this guy as x times, right? So it's a cube root, so you have x minus 3 to the 1/3 power. Right? So let's take the derivative. So h prime of x is equal to, right, derivative of the first guy is 1 times the second, so you have a x minus 3 to the 1/3 power plus x times, right, derivative of that, so it's going to be 1/3 in front, keep the same quantity x minus 3 and subtract 1 from the power, so it's a negative 2/3. Multiply by derivative inside, which is 1, so it doesn't do anything, so you can probably put 1 times 1. Alright, so let's clean it up a little bit. So we have, alright, so this is going to be a cube root of x minus 3, right, plus, right, so x lives upstairs and 3 lives downstairs. Then you have a cube root of, right, and x minus 3 squared. Right? So if you take the common denominator, let's see, so we have that. So you're going to have a 3. Then you have cube root of x minus 3 squared, right? So if you multiply this guy's 3 cube root of x minus 3 squared, you're going to get the 3 times x minus 3, so which is going to be 3x minus 9. Then you are adding x to it, right? So clean up a little further. You get 4x minus 9 over 3 times cube root of quantity x minus 3 squared, right? So we set that this equal to 0 to find the, let's see, so we have to make sure that the numerator, 4x minus 9, is equal to 0. So if you solve that, add 9 to both sides, you have a 4x is equal to 9. Then we're going to just divide through by 4 to get the x is equal to 9/4. Right? So this is a critical number of type 1. And another critical number is setting the denominator equal to 0. So you can see that the x equals 3. So since h prime of 3 is undefined because the denominator equal to 0, so we know that the 3, x equals 3, is another critical number. So we have, so this is a critical number of type 2, and this is a critical number of type 1, right? So let's type those guys in. So you have a 9/4 and 3, right? So let's check the answer, submit for testing. All right, came back and looks like we got the 2 critical numbers correctly. All right, then we have to do analysis of increasing, decreasing behavior. All right, so I'm going to draw a number line. So just draw a number line here. All right, so then we're going to use the tip marks. Let's see, we have a critical numbers. 3 and 9/4. So I guess 9/4 is smaller than 3. So 9/4 here. And 3, maybe 3's here. Right? Alright, so we can just check numbers. Anything less than 9/4, I'm going to just do 0. So we have h prime of 0. Right? Is it positive or negative? All right, so if you look at the, let's see, which is the easy one to look at. All right, so look at this expression here. All right, so you have, because of the square, so denominator is always positive. So if you put 0 here, 0 minus 9, so it's a negative. So this is definitely negative. All right, so we know that here, we know that H prime is going to be negative there. All right. And we can try anything between 9 over 4 and under 3. How about 10 over 4? Right? So we can try h prime of 10 over 4. Right? So if you plug in 10 over 4, that's going to be positive. So this is going to be positive there. So you have a positive sign there. Right? And then we can try anything bigger than 3, so h prime of 4. Right, so it's a 4 times 4 minus 9 is definitely positive, so we have a positive there. So we have a positive sign there. Right, so we have, let's see, it looks like it's going to be decreasing on the interval from infinity to 9 over 4. Right, so let's type it in. So it's going to be decreasing from negative infinity. So let's see, where's the infinity? To 9 over 4. All right, then increasing from there on. So you have 9 over 4. Then you go all the way. So positive infinity. So symbol here. All right, so let's check the answer. All right, submit for testing. All right, I came back and looks like we got this one correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.